Kind of a scary place to leave a can of poison, huh? Kind of scary. It's super obvious why this is here. Yeah, I guess we ought to be careful of what we eat here, huh? Don't even go there. I guess these cans should be enough food for 3 of us. Yeah, I think so. And you're sure about leaving the rat poison up there? I'm very sure, yes. Let's hope it stays up there forever. A metal pot. Wonder what's inside. It's empty. What's up, Lunar? Thinking of putting that on your head? Huh? Why would I do that? Well, beginner adventurers need to start out with something, right? Even a pot helmet could give you a couple extra defense points. Is that a Brave Fence Musashi reference? The best game ever made for the PS1. You never know, a single hit point could be the difference between 1 HP and game over. Was I supposed to understand that? A knife rack with knives. It also looks like one of those knives are missing. Very sharp knives. I mean, if they weren't sharp, then they're not doing their job. I guess it makes sense for them to be in a kitchen, but... Wait, is one of them missing? Oh, Lunar, look here. What is it? Gah, what are you doing? Look how shiny everything else is. It's a little dusty. But here's this knife, glistening in the moonlight. Can you stop waving that around? Oh, don't be such a scaredy cat, Lunar. I'm just appreciating the efforts spent to make this place so unsettling. Is that something a kidnapping victim ought to be appreciating? Oh wait, Lunar, look at this. What, the other knives? The way the knife rack is prominently placed on this island reminds you of those legendary swords in games, doesn't it? You're having way too much fun here. That scares me in many ways. There's a telephone there. Cecilia, have you tried using the phone? Oh yeah, that's a phone too. Crazy what phones used to look like, am I right? Okay, I'm just gonna try it. Any luck? No, I think the line is cut. Makes sense. They took away our cell phones too, after all. I don't think we'll have any luck trying to call for help. So we need to find a way to escape by ourselves. Speaking of phones, I didn't play any of my mobile games today. I swear, the second I get my phone back, I'm gonna slug the Colbert once for every login reward I missed. What do you mean by our... Actually, something tells me I'm better off not knowing. That's a stove, right? Nope, none of my business. Or the knobs do anything. Or none of the buttons. Guess it's broken. The stove doesn't work, huh? Must be due to the power outage. Wait, this looks like a gas stove, doesn't it? So maybe if we had something to ignite it. You mean like some matches? Matches or a lighter, yeah. Let's take a look. No luck, huh? Darn. Yeah, I guess dinner will have to be a little cold tonight. No chance of using fire as a murder weapon, then. That's what you're upset about? There's so many drawers down here, guess there's no getting around having to open each one of these. Are we opening drawers, Lunar? Yeah, could you give me a hand? It's all just boring kitchen supplies, cooking tools, Lunar. Yes, I know, still we had to be sure, you know? I get it, sometimes things can jump out of unexpected places. At least there aren't any more poisons. Okay, let's just close all these again. Probably wasn't the best use of our time. Aw, don't look so disappointed, Lunar. Gotta say though, the tidiness of this kitchen is world class. Everything's so neatly organized and put away. If only I could get whoever did this to clean up my kitchen. Hee hee. Yeah, assuming they're not a kidnapper out to kill us, that'd be nice. A small window looks like the type to slide up and slide down. Yeah, looks like it's not gonna budge. I really wish these types of windows were built with handles, you know? Especially on cold, humid days, the glass gets all slippery. So you can't just push them open with your palm. Huh? Can't you just tug on the frame with your fingers? No, if you care about your nails, and I keep very strict routine to make These babies shine. Right, good for you. But yeah, it would hurt my nails if it got caught. I guess I should leave the window alone. Huh? That's... Oh, it's a microwave! Isn't that a microwave oven? What's the difference? I don't know, I always thought those two were different. Huh? Well, maybe they are. But I don't know, Lunar. At the end of the day, language is just a tool for communication. As long as everyone knows what's being talked about, who cares about the little details? Yeah, this certainly isn't worth having more than one dispute over. Nope. Okay. I push tab because I know it's sometimes those search games, if you push tab, it auto generates you to the next clue. Not a thing. Or maybe that was just old Adobe games, old Flash games on Newgrounds. Huh? Why is there a single pepper shaker on the counter? Cecilia? Was this always here? Huh? Oh no, I pulled that out of one of the drawers. Why? Well, you must know. I wanted to see if it's actually possible to force a sneeze with it. Why does that not surprise me? I fumbled and dropped it before I could give it a shot, though. And that's why there isn't much left. Ooh, come to think of it. You know how they say spilling salt is bad for luck? I wonder if it's the opposite for pepper. The way I'm feeling right now, probably not. Maybe that 100% includes... Oh, did you need something from me? Any ideas? I suppose there's one thing I'm curious about. Oh, what's that? If you don't want to use a knife, what's your preferred murder weapon of choice? What are you talking about? I wouldn't use any weapon. I see, you prefer an indirect approach then. Maybe manipulating someone else too. Wait, I was talking about the investigation. Did you have any ideas about that? Oh, nothing related to that, but back to the topic of murder weapons? Never mind, I'll just keep looking by myself. Big table? Yeah, the dining room, right? Did you look around there at all while you were swinging the chair? Not that carefully, I guess. I was sort of distracted, as you know. Yes, you sure were. It's a pretty clean room overall, though I don't really recall anything interesting sticking out at me. But if you really wanna, we can go check it out. Yeah, let's go take a closer look. Other than the broken chair, a couple of things stick out to me. See, not much here, right? I disagree. Here, let me show you. Puppy dog. Lunar, did you find something? Yeah, some small bowl. Oh, that's a pet bowl. There must have been a cat or dog living here. It must be that dog from earlier. Hey, Lunar, would you say you're a cat person or a dog person? Oh, where is this coming from? Just curious, come on. Well, if I had to choose... I mean, they're both fine. I like cats and I like dogs. Also, bunny rabbits are nice, but dogs are good. I guess dogs. They're always really eager to spend time with you. Plus, it's cute how they can always tell how they're feeling for the most part. Ooh, so that's the sort of thing important to you, huh? I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't have any of my memories. But I do agree with the overall statement. What are you, Cecilia? Cats or dogs? Me? I guess neither. I'm more of a porcupine gal. What's that look for? You've never seen a porcupine nose before, have you? Plus, they're born with quills all over that are soft at first, but as they mature, the quills turn to prickly spikes. Kind of like us humans, right? So soft, then growing up to be so prickly, so guarded. There's nothing cuter. Okay, good talk. Let's get back to work, porcupine gal. You broke the chair. The broken chair. Hard to imagine Cecilia was swinging this thing around. Maybe I should clean this up. Ah, Lunar, it's okay. I can take care of that later. But it's sort of dangerous. Shouldn't we at least move it somewhere out of the way? Don't you know that the #1 rule of investigating? Don't mess with the crime scene. But there wasn't any crime here. Sure there was. Property damage for one. But that was you! Yeah, I know. That's why I need to make reparations and clean it up myself. I'm confused. Guess I'll just leave it alone. A candelabra. It's some sort of metal fixture holding 3 candles. Wow, real-life candelabra. So fancy. A what? It's basically a classy decoration nowadays. You light these candles and enjoy the ambiance with your meal. Ah, yeah, I can see that being relaxing. And then one of the candles melt off and you use the spikes and make a distinct 3-hole stab wound on someone. I don't think it works that way. Now I'm less relaxed. A big table. Wouldn't be a good dining room without it. So this table is 4 chairs in total. Yep. Well, 3 now. No other chairs where I could see. Guess this means there must have been a family of 4 living here. Something wrong, Lunar. You're giving a simple table quite a detailed inspection. I think I mentioned this before, but there's really not that much to check out there. But isn't that strange? What is? I mean, there are plenty of signs that indicate there was a big family living here, but everything here is just barren. Nothing out in the open, and a layer of dust is on the table. It's like no one lived here for a long time. Ooh. Wow, you're a smart cookie, Lunar. Thanks, but that's all you have to say? I mean, what else do you want me to say? If no one lived here for a long time, that just means we're probably alone in this house with the culprit. We can't bank on the family that lived here to come to our rescue. Who knows, they might even be on it. So that observation you made isn't exactly a shimmering ray of hope, now is it? Murder. Don't worry, Lunar, I still think you're a smart cookie. Thank you. I appreciate any amount of positive encouragement. Now I'm bummed out. Maybe I should have just stayed quiet. Okay, let's look for clues that might help us get out of here. I think I've checked everything that really stuck out to me. Maybe I can start wrapping this up. What's that thing hanging above the table? What, you've never seen a chandelier before? It's like the fanciest form of overhead lighting. I bet it's real pretty if we turn it on. So that's definitely not gonna come crashing down? I didn't think you were the type to worry about that, Lunar. Although it does look pretty old, maybe it would be wise to avoid touching it. The things people do just for aesthetic. A china cabinet. From what I can see, it's filled with fancy plates and stuff. It's locked. I've never understood the point of caging away china like this. Plates are meant for eating off of, you know? But in terms of decor for a dining room, it makes sense. Food-related objects to adorn a room, meant for eating food. Oh, I never thought of that. But if that's the case, couldn't you get by with using paper plates and decorations? Ooh, especially if you jazz them up with some illustrations. Maybe some lace and glitter, and stick them to the walls? Yeah, this could work. A paper plate themed dinner party. Creative, fun for kids, and easy on the wallet. Now that's time to plan a dinner party, Cecilia. The window. What you thinking about, Lunar? Just the fog outside is really thick. Yeah, we can see a thing past glass. Not even the ground outside. Ooh, I wonder if we're floating up in the sky or something. Maybe that fog is actually a cloud. I'm pretty sure houses are incapable of flying. Now, haven't you heard of that story? The one where a twister ripped a house off the ground and transported it to a fantasy world? A twister picked up a house off the ground and transferred it somewhere? That's even more unbelievable. At least with a fly house, there are more realistic ways it could take flight. Like, what if you filled it with countless numbers of helium balloons and attached it to? I'm gonna stop you right there because I'm not sure if that's something we're allowed to talk about. Huh? Allowed to? Anyway, every window here just won't open up or break. There's not much else we can do with them. Opening is one thing, but I wonder why it won't break. I guess it must be reinforced to make sure we can't break out. But I'm sure if I can find something heavier to use, it'll break for sure. Not that I don't have faith in your brute strength or anything, but it feels very odd that the wooden chair would break before making even a crack. A large painting of something. Something wrong, Lunar. You're staring awfully hard at that painting. Yeah, I'm just at a loss as to what that even is. I suppose it is pretty abstract. Well, what's the first description that comes to mind? A warrior, or maybe a bird? I see, you're the type to not back down from violence, and your deepest wish to take flight and be free. Sounds like you'll have an important choice to make soon. On second thought, I see nothing. Let's move on. Why am I imagining Big Bird from Sesame Street in Crusader armor? You know the Crusades? I'm imagining Big Bird leading an actual crusade. We can see the kitchen from here. Are you heading back to the kitchen, Lunar? Yeah, something tells me there's nothing important left here. Let's take a look around here first. Wooden fragments. It's probably safe to say these came from Cecilia swinging the chair and smashed it. Wait, now I think about it, I wonder why she didn't use the chair closest to this window. Maybe she tossed it over there in a fit of frustration, or swapped the chairs around afterwards for some reason. Both of those are scary images. Maybe I should let this go? A small flower vase. A flower and it's wilting. Wait a second. This flower is artificial. Huh? Oh, you're right. If they're gonna put an artificial flower here, why pick one that's shaped like it's wilting? Don't ask me. Alright, I definitely checked everything nook and cranny now. Guess I should investigate. We should move on. Dining with Dev. Reach kitchen dining room. Oh, did you need something? What's up, Lunar? Are we wrapping up? Yes. I think we found everything useful. Looks like that's everything covered. Oh, the kitchen and the dining room. And there really was nothing useful. I can't but wonder if there's really no way out of this place. And that's our only choice we got to escape, really. Hi, Kay? I feel both unsettled and have an erection. So. That's a combination of emotions that's not supposed to exist. Hi, you really jumped there, Lunar. Yeah. don't do that. I thought my heart was gonna stop. Then stop brooding already. You're gonna get wrinkles on your forehead, you know. That's the least of my problems right now. How can she be fooling around in a situation like this? Anyway, not a lot of clues overall, huh? But at least we got clues. 2 clues getting out of here. Wait, really? 2? What are they? The knives and the rat poison. What? Hey, come on, Lunar, don't give me that look. Isn't it obvious that whoever trapped us here wants one of us to die? Since we've been given at least 2 possible weapons, it sure seems like they actually let us go if we do it to say. You're talking about killing someone here, ending someone's life. Yeah, duh. You know, I'm starting to think you don't fully understand the situation here. I don't? Lunar, think about it. There is exactly 3 of us in this house. Only one of us needs to die. That means all it takes is for 2 people to agree that the 3rd person should. Well, give up on escaping, yeah, I suppose. Afterward, those people can go home safe and sound. And if someone asks what happens, a crazy kidnapper abducted 3 innocent girls and murdered one of them. And the other 2, traumatized from the event, are unable to remember what exactly went down. The kidnapper and potential murderer remains at large to this day. And the truth behind that one girl's murder never comes to light. The end. You're not suggesting that you and I kill Oriana? I mean, I did in the very start of this game, but... well, if I hadn't, we wouldn't be playing a game now, would we? Who knows? I'm just exploring a very plausible sequence of events that could occur. Do you find it interesting? If I think about it, it's a tempting idea. Nobody would find out what we've done, but more importantly, what would happen if I refuse her offer? Well, what should I do? What should I say? Is that a reference to the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Does anyone even remember that show?